Luallen.
How's it going? Good, awesome. Hey, I have a funny story real quick. So after the last show, Patrick Feller, the comic you guys just saw, totally tried to hit on me. This show, what happens? He tried to hit on my fucking mom. What's that about? Fuck you, Patrick Feller. Fuck. So I always thought that I would never get starstruck if I met a celebrity, and I found out a couple weeks ago that that is not true. I met, does anybody know Kyle Mooney, YouTube sensation, awkward interviewer? No, probably not, but I'm a huge fan. I also met Jerry Burgich from the TV show Parks and Recreation, who, if you don't know him, he's like a bigger guy with a bulbous nose and like a very charactery looking face. And the other guy is like really nerdy with glasses and like stringy hair. And I met these two guys last week and I got so starstruck. Like I couldn't talk and my heart started beating really fast and I like froze in my spot. And it was ridiculous because these two gentlemen are lovable but very unattractive. Like what the fuck is that? And I'm like speechless. Could you imagine what would happen to me if I ever met an attractive celebrity? Let's be honest, I'd probably poop my pants. Probably. We'd like to hope that maybe I would only like pee myself a little bit, but most likely I would poop my pants. And I say that with confidence because I kind of do that on a regular basis. This is true confessions time. You guys, are you ready for this? I poop my pants like I average once every 3 weeks. Yeah. Try to flirt with me now, Patrick Fowler. See? Do you still like it? Now that I poop my pants on a semi-regular basis? No big deal. I chalk it up to the fact that I eat really healthy. I tend to eat very healthy, which makes you poop a lot. My cousin likes to make fun of me for eating healthy, but we're just different people. I was on the phone with her yesterday, and she was like, hey, I'm just trying to decide where I want to go for lunch. KFC, Wiener Schnitzel, Carl's Jr. And I was like, oh, that's cool, I'm going to this vegan place. Gross. No, it's good. I'm gonna get like a burger made out of vegetables. Gross. No, but then I'm gonna get like this shake made out of kale. Gross. Yeah, fair. Okay, true. But we're just different people. She's a non-healthy eater. I'm a healthy eater. I'm a good person. She's less than a good person. That's a joke. But this one time, we were totally driving home to my parents' house, and it's like a long, windy road. It was nighttime, it was the middle of the night, and I'm driving along, and she's looking down texting, and all of a sudden, there's a fucking deer in the middle of the road. And it's like too late for me to do anything, right? Like I'm freaking out. I'm like, what? I can't stop, I can't swerve. I'm gonna hit this deer right in its face. And she's looking down texting. My reaction is I immediately start screaming at the top of my lungs. I'm just like going crazy. Her reaction is she's looking down texting, and she goes, oh, shut up, Amber. It doesn't even look up, and I'm screaming bloody fucking murder. I get closer to the deer, I hit it in the face. The deer, like, I know, it's really sad, but it happens. It happens kind of a lot. I hit the deer carcass goes like 360s into the next lane. She, without missing a beat, looks up, sees the deer, and immediately bursts into tears and starts saying, oh my God, Amber, don't stop, what are you doing? Just keep going. Oh my God, don't stop. Just keep going, Amber. Oh my God, just don't stop. And I'm like still screaming bloody murder, I'm not listening to her. So the car in that like 5 minutes is just pure panic and pure chaos and us screaming and her saying, don't stop, just keep going. So we pull up to the next like station or whatever. We pull over, we're waiting for the tow truck, and she tells me, Amber, I thought we hit a person. What the fuck? And she's like, that's why I told you to keep going. Whoa. I was like, what? She's like, haven't you seen I Know What You Did Last Summer? And I was like, yeah, but I also live in reality where if that was a hit and run manslaughter, I end up in fucking jail. What is wrong with you? But what if it was I Know What You Did Last Summer and like that deer just like haunted me with a ghost hook? and then just showed up wherever I was. I mean, that'd be pretty cool, right? Like the deer ghost was haunting me. Which totally reminds me. So sometimes I write down jokes in the middle of the night. It's a big score. Alright, sometimes I write down jokes in the middle of the night. And I don't remember like why I wrote those down the next morning. One of them has been ghost farts. So I don't know what I meant by ghost farts, but I like to speculate what I could have meant. I thought maybe I was trying to like name a fart. So like one of those farts where you fart, but it doesn't smell, and it doesn't make a sound, and you're like, wait a minute, did I fart? But you definitely felt something come out of your butt. That is what I would call a ghost fart. Or maybe by ghost farts, I was speculating whether or not ghosts can fart. And if they could, how fucking cool would that be? Like, what would they do with that power? Like, they would probably just like follow people around to job interviews and like first dates. And like they would probably fart on their enemies' pillows before they would do it. If I'm a ghost, I hope that I can fart. And like, what would their farts smell like? Probably like the worst, right? No, it would smell like death. Or it would smell like the last thing they ate, but like fermented for as long as they've been dead. I would for sure make sure to eat hummus before I die. My enemies would not stand a chance. For sure, hummus. I'm a huge fan of 50 Shades of Grey. Has anybody else read that book? What up? Book porn, represent! I am all about book porn. I will read the shit out of book porn. Which I know is dangerous because it creates like unrealistic expectations or whatever. But at least it's not video porn. Like at least I'm not expecting my partner's butthole to be bleached. Which is a thing. Like that's a thing that porn stars do. They bleach the skin around their butthole. Do you like this? This little, that motion? Around your butthole. Like Michael Jackson butthole. True story. So like if I ever met a guy and he expected my butthole to be bleached, I'd be like, whoa, no way, dude. You have to accept and love my butthole the way that I was born with it. Right? Right? Am I right, ladies? If not, you are undeserving of my butthole. Unbleached. And like, I already get my butthole waxed. Isn't that enough? Like, totally not on purpose though, kind of a funny story. I recently switched waxers, and like when you get waxed, they always ask you, alright, are you ready for the tush? And I'm always like, oh, that's okay, my tush is fine, I'm okay. I don't need my tush to be waxed. But I recently changed waxers, and she was like, okay, flip over. And I was like, oh, that's okay, I don't get my tush waxed. And she was like, it doesn't hurt, flip over. And I was like, oh shit. I was like, okay. And she was right. It felt interesting. And now my butthole is waxed. And this is kind of awkward, you guys, because my dad's here. What's up, Dad? Yeah. But it's cool because me and my dad have a great relationship. So you know a little bit more about my butthole. While I was, true story, you guys. While I was home for Christmas break, my dad was like, I like it now that you're older, Amber. Now I can tell you dick jokes. And like, here's the thing. No, you shouldn't. And like most parents will like measure their child's growth in a normal way of like graduations or height. Not my dad. My dad knows that I'm an older person because now I can mentally comprehend a dick joke. And it's worse now though, because now I can actually picture a penis. I'm old enough, I've seen what a penis looks like. Not like in person or anything. But so this is like my way of getting even. So you can tell me as many dick jokes as you want, Dad, and I will always update you on my butthole. You're